Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Anique. I'm 21 years old. I have a 1-year-old and I'm pregnant with a second baby. For those of you who don't know my channel, we are the GE family. G for Gamiero, E for Evers, our last names. And today I'm going to be doing a pregnancy update. So I've received a lot of questions throughout my pregnancy, how I feel, how I am, what is different from this one and another one, like what tips I can give. So I think I'm gonna start doing like a series of pregnancy updates every week, and I can just update you as to what I'm doing that week, how I'm feeling that week, and we'll see how it goes. So the first thing that I've gotten asked a lot, because after I gave birth to my first son, I started getting back into shape. And once I got back into shape, everyone asks me, how come I didn't get stretch marks? So I'm gonna put a picture of my belly so you guys can see the size of my belly. And I'm gonna put a picture of me postpartum and how I got postpartum without one stretch mark. So I want to give you guys my secret. I'm officially 20 weeks pregnant. I do have a mini bump. It's actually smaller than with my first son. And I want to show you guys my belly so that you guys can see that I still don't have stretch marks. Hopefully, you know, I pray to God that I don't get stretch marks, but that is why I take these measurements to prevent. So this is me, 20 weeks pregnant with a little girl. So as you can see, I really don't have stretch marks. By the way, these shorts are from Motherhood Maternity and they're stretchy here for the belly to grow. What precautions do I take to not get stretch marks? I use 3 different creams, treatments, whatever, oils, whatever you want to call them. They're not expensive. I bought them all from Amazon and I promise you they're completely worth it. So the first one that I use is this bio. So they say that this helps with like appearance of old scars, any like injury scars, stretch marks. I wouldn't be able to advise you because I haven't gotten them, but I feel like this is very, very useful. I usually use the bio oil right before I go to bed because since it is oily, you don't want to have to be like putting on clothes, going out, sweating, like it's uncomfortable if people are gonna touch you. So that's why I use this one right before bed. But if I'm gonna go out, I usually use this one. Now this is more to use like on the daily when you go out, like as a regular cream. So I usually use this in the mornings before I go out, you know, all that stuff. And this one is super refreshing. So if I shower in the day and I'm gonna go out, I use this one. It's super refreshing. I love this one. Or if I'm like stressed and I just need to relax, I lay in bed and I get this one and I just put it all over. Now, where do you put the cream on? Because many people think you just have to put it on your belly, and that's not true because you can get stretch marks elsewhere. So the way I put it on, I put all over here. I put on my side thighs and my butt, and on my boobs. Your boobs triple in size when you're pregnant and triple in size when you're breastfeeding because they get full of milk. So a lot of people think that it's the stomach where you can get like most stretch marks, which is true, but you cannot forget your boobs because, you know, with Milan, I kind of started to get stretch marks because I didn't know. So I started putting it on, and perfect. Like now I have, you know, pretty little breasts, thank God, and no stretch marks. The other thing that I take every day are my prenatals. So I take these two. This is a prenatal, which is super important. As you guys can imagine, it has a folic acid, everything the baby needs. This is another supplement, the DHA, which many people don't know about, but it's essential. It's kind of like fish oil, and this is what helps the baby's brain and eye development. You can get prenatals that have the DH pills in them. Some of them tend to be like a little strong and can upset your stomach and add more nausea, and that's why I like taking them separately. I do take them right before bed just in case. So I take them and I go to sleep. So if I do get nauseous or whatnot, I am sleeping and I don't feel it. Now, another thing that I do and that I love doing, it like kind of keeps me calm, is hearing my baby's heartbeat. Every time you go to the doctor's appointment, they're gonna hear the heartbeat. But mind you, when you're pregnant, unless you're high risk, you don't go very frequently. You go every 4 weeks, maybe even 5. Towards the end, you start going more. I get anxious. I'm like, is my baby okay? Is my baby okay? I don't recommend this before you are 14 weeks because you may not be able to hear it, because since your baby's so small, it's kind of hard to find the heartbeat, and you can get stressed and you can think like, oh my gosh, I can't hear my baby's heartbeat, is that okay? So in order to avoid that stress and be able to find it every time, I like to use it after 14 weeks pregnant. So this is what it is. It comes like this. I actually bought this when I was pregnant with Milan and it still works. It's an Angel Sound Fetal Doppler. When I do hear this, I get bio oil as well because you can't get enough of it. I put a few drops on my hand. I put it on my lower belly because that's usually where the heartbeat is. And there we go, I found it. Right down here. Dun, 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 dun. I love it. I swear this is what keeps me sane. If it weren't for this, my doctor would hate me because I would be showing up at his office every day. Other things that I've been going through this pregnancy. When you're pregnant, you're very hormonal. You have hormones everywhere. You have more blood because you're pumping to the baby. Your baby's taking all your nutrients. My skin has gotten so dry and I've broken out. I don't know if you can see it because obviously I put makeup on, because if not, but like all of this here, like I've broken out so much and my skin is so dry. They say that the girl takes the beauty away from the mother because she's a girl, and that the boy gives the beauty to the mother. Like all of this is dry. Like, can you see? Like, you see how it's dry? I don't know, it's like all dry. I have pimples. I don't know. I have to like start using some face moisturizer. So another thing that has been going on is when you're pregnant, you're extremely sensitive. Like anything someone says to you will hurt you. Like I'm young, I'm married young. I mean, my life may seem perfect, but we do have problems. I fight with my husband sometimes, I fight with my parents. And so like all these fights, usually if I weren't pregnant, I'd be like, yeah, okay, whatever, you know? And I'd get over it, I'd try to fix it. But being pregnant, everything is just like extra. Like I fight with my husband and he can just tell me one thing and I'll start crying. Or like the other day I was talking to him about how when the baby girl gets here, Milan still sleeps with us. So when the baby girl gets here, I don't want to be to Milan, okay, like there's another baby, you have to go sleep on your own in your own room, because like he's gonna feel left out, you know? Like I don't want him to feel like that. I don't want him to feel that he's replaced by another baby. And I literally started crying in the car telling him this. You're so sentimental, you're so sensitive. People don't get it because people don't get it. Like, oh yeah, she's pregnant. People don't understand how sensitive and how any little thing can hurt you. And so they just, you know, when they're mad, they say things and say things and say things. Okay, they get over it, they apologize, but it hurt, you know? You're like, I don't know, you're more sensitive. With Milan, I remember crying through High School Musical. It's been like a pregnancy roller coaster. So sleeping has become a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, I'm not super big, but it has become like uncomfortable. So I am sleeping with body pillows. I have two actually. I have a pillow for my belly and then I have a pillow for my body. I bought them on Amazon as well, and I promise you they're totally worth it. So guys, this is my body pillow. It's super big, as you can see, but I love it. now he has this thing where when he sees a camera, like, and he sees himself on a mirror, right now he can see his reflection on the camera, he has to stick his tongue out. And this is the other pillow that I've been using for this pregnancy. When you sleep on your side, you know, your belly like isn't like straight on the side, so it obviously like goes over, and it's very uncomfortable. It hurts. So by putting this pillow, see how it's like inclined, it goes with your body, and like the belly goes, your belly goes like this. You can sleep on your side and your belly has a pillow. So for this week, that's it. This week has been an emotional roller coaster for me. Also with the moving situation, like that just kind of took me by surprise. It's been hard for me and for my husband, like dealing with the whole situation. And I think that has like a major role on why I've been like extra emotional this week. But yeah. Well, thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am going to try a new thing. I'm going to try to start uploading a video once a day and see how that goes. It's been something I've been wanting to do, but I've just been finding excuses not to do it. But I've officially decided I'm doing it. And now I have you guys to hold me accountable. So, without further ado,